We protect the bag, my nigga.
It's all cost, man.
It's a bag, man. I love your life. Tish, what up?
What's happening? You good, man?
This is the big homie.
Big homie, what's going on?
You're actually my big homie.
You know how we?
You know, you're one of my idols, actually. I used to look up to you, and I used to I want to be this guy.
As I used to.
No, I mean, I'm older now. I failed to be this guy. I failed to be this guy. Acie Lumumba.
You already know what time it is, man.
Tell me what's happening right now.
Well, you know, we're about to go into the Lumumba Files, hosted by Lumumba, alongside Big Godson Son, Son of God, Son of Son. You already know what it is. Say my name 3 times. Why? Number 1, number 2, number 3, best shows on the internet.
Best show on the internet. Young Lumumba's hot right now.
He volcanic hot.
He's hot right now.
He is erupted. And I got to say that he is raising the bar.
Yep.
And he's telling them what it is, like it is. Says Rajiri. You know that. And right, this nigga right here. This the money nigga at the moment, man. This is the bag nigga at the moment.
Okay, so welcome back. I was blocked off Facebook for a month, but I'm back. They've asked me to come on radio to be the voice of reason. I'm debating my brother Acie Lumumba today.
Yeah. I mean, radio will never be the same after this, guys. Radio is not.
It's never gonna be the same.
We are not normal people, okay?
So we got tea time going on versus the Lumumba Files.
Imagine that. Imagine.
It's gonna be
Son
crazy.
Of God, son of son.
It's gonna be
Son
crazy.
of God, son of
So
son.
today we're talking
got a special guest. We got a special guest.
We got a special guest. Oh, I need to find this person. Hold up. This person is controversial. What up? So today we've got a special guest on our show. Tune into ZiFM Stereo. Hi everybody. Look at these lovely people in here. Look at these lovely people got makeup like Gamo and the beautiful Hollywood Lee and the building. They got shit saying.
Oh yeah.
So today we got a special guest on the radio show. We've got a special guest on the radio show, so please tune into ZiFM Stereo. The special guest, ladies and gentlemen, is the controversial, undisputable national spokesperson for the MDCT, Coupe.
Hello guys, how are you?
Now you can send all your abuse on the messages. Ask me now what questions you're going to ask her because she's the main guest today. She's smiling, she got lipstick on. Nah, but she looking kind of. So today we got Linda Masarira on the show. Today's show is live on ZiFM Stereo. Please tune in. I have to cut the feed when we go on live. As you know, we can't really be live whilst we're on radio. But today the guest is Linda Masarira. Will be myself, Acie Lumumba. I will be sitting in as a sidekick. For some reason, I've been asked to be the voice of reason. What are they thinking, right? So we'll see how it goes. Someone just called you a sellout, Linda. Send him a kiss, please. His name is Acie Lodza. He's probably sitting in the UK somewhere. Say hi.
Hi, how are you?
Are you a sellout, Linda?
No, I'm not. I have the right to freedom of association. I've got the right to freedom of assembly.
Why aren't you a sellout, Linda?
Why should I be selling out, and who am I selling out?
Linda, you said you're down with Chamisa. Come on, tell us. Why did you change your mind so much?
Why did I change?
Yes.
Because there are certain aspects of
okay, don't answer that. Listen to the radio show. Listen to the radio show. Linda's going to tell us why she sold out. Why people say she sold out. We're going to listen to Linda today. We're going to give her a chance. I'm not going to give her an easy go. I'm telling you now, she's going to have the toughest life of her. I think she's used to these Ruvenicos pussyfooting around her. But today we want to understand why she said that she was down with Chamisa. And then she went and sold out and went to Coupe. So we want to understand what happened there. I want to know are you a ZANU-PF project?
Never been, never will.
Okay, so we're going to ask her all those type of questions. It's going to be interesting. We have Acie Lumumba helming the show. Hi, everybody. So today, like I said, we've got Linda Masarira in the building. We've got her live on our show. This is the Lumumba Files. I am apparently Lumumba's sidekick for today. We got my sister Linda. She's going to tell us why she sold out.
Who did I sell out?
She sold out. She sold out.
Like, seriously?
You know, people don't remember that you were actually going to be fighting against MDC, weren't you, in the election?
Yeah, I think they've forgotten all that.
They've forgotten that, right?
Yeah,
they don't even know what's about to go down.
So it's going to be interesting. We're going to ask Linda why she sold out to Coupe. We're going to ask her that today live. We're going to ask her if she's a ZANU-PF planned. We're gonna ask her a few really difficult questions, and hopefully you have answers for us. Today, she normally likes to shout at people, but today she can't shout at the shouters.
Like, seriously?
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a really good show. Thank you very much, everybody. Please tune in. It's a ZiFM stereo. Go on ZiFM stereo right now. You listen to it on the radio on TuneIn.
Otherwise, we're gonna, by the time we get out.
Smile, guys, smile.
Got it?
Got it.
All right, more people want to. All right, let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it. AC is hot right now. We'll talk about Melissa, won't we? Are we talking about Melissa, AC?
Until is the world's biggest punk. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so
All right, thank you guys. All right, thank you. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
we got Titch, the Midas Touch, in the building. He's helping the show.
Yeah.
Young Acie
I
Lumumba.
don't even know which one my mic is yet, but
Okay, do you want to drive or shall I drive for you?
you can drive it. Can I stand there? Can I use that
The AC, you can stand there.
mic? Yeah.
You don't want to sit?
No.
Teach.
All right. I got a mic.
Alright, cool. I'm the sidekick.
Okay, so I can sit here.
Yeah,
I can sit right.
Yeah, I can still drive, but I need another chair. Give me another chair.
Let's swing that across, shall we?
Oh, can I stand here?
Okay, stand here.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the channel for ZiFM, guys? There's the channels there. 106.4
Where's
Arare.
sitting? Where does the guest sit? Linda sit there. Kuda, you sit there.
Before background, you take my headphones down.
Under the set we run it.
All right, boys and girls, it's about to be showtime.
Oops.
It's about to break things. That's kind of what we do.
We break
Break
things.
everything we touch.
You're the hardest thing in the streets right now, homie. How you feeling,
I
man?
think the Zimbabwean people are the hardest people in the streets right now. I mean, we're at like the world circus right now. Like we're giving the world the pure joy and entertainment.
Smile, Linda,
I'm
goddammit.
always smiling.
So you can be standing the whole time.
Huh?
Yeah, you can be standing the whole
I'll be standing the whole time. It's only 30 minutes.
What angles are we getting for this shot? Is it just one angle?
So when get them in the shots too.
Can it rove then? Can it rove? Can it rove? So you can get the guest. It needs to rove there.
You can, because you can actually angle yourself and get the guest.
But I don't have a camera.
Why don't I hold yours?
It's like
Why don't
20.
we get someone to hold yours and come here?
For that?
Phone someone else.
Oh no, this is streaming. I mean, we need them to give us a stream. Is this for streaming or for?
No, that's not extreme.
This is for the show. Yeah. So, but I'm saying, how do you get the guest interactions if they don't roll?
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready to roll.
Alright guys, we're going live. Take it easy, everybody. We're going live.
Recipe for a funky weekend. It's the weekend flavor.
Okay, yo. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing. This is Acie Lumumba, 8:30 p.m. every Thursday. Join me on ZiFM stereo. Welcome to the Lumumba File. I'm now at ZiFM. Okay, yo. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing. This is Acie Lumumba, 8:30 p.m. every Thursday. Join me on ZiFM stereo. Welcome to the Lumumba File. I'm now at ZiFM.
Just sound check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Getting ready to go live.
I'm just going to give you a 10-second countdown and then you go in. And I want you to be very close here.
Good evening, Zimbabwe. My name is Acie Lumumba. Most of you call it Lumumba, Lumumba, Lumumba. You know why we say it 3 times?
Say something?
1, 2. 1, 2.
Let's start again from the top.
Good evening, Zimbabwe. My name is Acie Lumumba, Lumumba, Lumumba. Welcome to ZiFM Stereo. These are the Lumumba Files. It's the first episode. I promise you this is going to be the most important program for you to tune in between now and when we get to Zimbabwean elections. I will always have my studio sidekick. His name is Begotten Son, Son of God, Son of Son. Say good evening to the people, Kuda.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is me, Kuda Kwashe. How you doing? I'm really happy to be here. Acie, you're hot right now. Thank you for having us. Zimbabwean politics. We're going
to make sure we make it fun. Okay, so here's how the show works. If you're at home, if you're watching, if you're watching us on Facebook, if you're listening to us on the radio, make sure you go to the Twitter account. My Twitter account is at Acie Lumumba. The hashtag will be hashtag TFL. So this is how it works. You know, if you've been following Zimbabwean politics, right, you would notice it's like one big, I don't know if I should call it a circus or if I should call it Orambona when I would call like inter-schools, yes, this is what's happening in Zimbabwean politics right now. We're like a big inter-schools of Zvikoro Zvirikufoira, where all political parties are contesting to see who can act a fool the most. So we're going to be looking at the events of the political setup in the country. I have a very special guest today, somebody who I have been following a lot, and I think you guys have been following as well. She's probably one of the most spoken about women in Zimbabwean politics right now, outside of Thokozani Kupe. It is Thokozani Kupe's spokesperson, Madam Linda Masarira. Masarira, welcome to ZiFM.
Round of applause, everybody.
Say hello to everybody.
Thank you very much, Acie. How are you, listeners, viewers on Facebook? I think this is going to be an exciting show.
Good. I want to ask you something, Linda. So this is the question I have. When you look at the craziness happening in ZANU-PF, when you look at the craziness happening in MDC A and MDC-B and C and all of them, who do you think has the most drama? Like, drama competition. Which political party has the most drama in Zimbabwe right now?
I think it's ZANU-PF. I think it has got the most drama. It has always had a lot of drama. It has always been the craziest party. So it is still ZANU-PF.
So ZANU-PF would take the awards for the craziest party in Zimbabwe right now. But let me tell you something. So a lot of people know this, right? So I am clearly ZANU-PF. A lot of people know that. And this is why I bring guests into the studio who are not clearly ZANU-PF, so we can always have this balance. I have never seen the type of things I am seeing in ZANU-PF right now. I mean, I remember the general coming on, was it November 5th, the first day of the 14 days in November, when General S.B. Moyo came out on TV and said, we are removing and we're targeting the criminals around the president. That was his statement. And I almost feel as if now what has happened is the people have now removed the other criminals that were around this president. So ZANU-PF criminal are around the president. Could I tell me your take on what's happening in ZANU-PF politics? We'll start with ZANU-PF. Don't worry, we'll talk about everybody else. But I want to know, what is your take on what is happening in ZANU-PF politics right now?
You know what? The ZANU-PF primary elections, to me, I was really excited about them. I thought this was a time for us to see the grand old machinery of Zimbabwe, the biggest party of our country, rolling out and showing us their members, their cells, and coming out and voting for their chosen candidates. I thought we'd see some of the big wigs show their muscle, you know, the Chris Mutrangwas and so forth. What I got in the long run was quite disappointed. You know, all of my predictions on Twitter actually fell flat, considering that it became quite of a bit of a shambles. It was not the smooth operating machine that we were so used to, but I think that may also be in its way of own cleansing. They're cleansing themselves. It was good to see some of the young people who got in. It's good to see matsotsi nembavha dzinazopinda dzimwe dzacho, but I'm happy. I'm very, very happy.
Linda doesn't like the word Njapis. You don't like the word Njapis.
No, that is very sexist.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the major reasons why I've got a problem with all the men in politics in Zimbabwe.
Right.
We have to get to a stage where we respect women.
Right.
Where we give them their space. And I'm actually very angry right now that as much as I hate ZANU-PF, they failed to field at least 40% female candidates in the primaries. And then now I've got my brother here, Kuda, calling them jumpy. I mean, every woman has got the right to
No,
be.
not all of them were Njapis, but the ones that we know were Njapis.
I mean, it's almost a word you only expect out of Temba Muliswa, but
No, I mean, that's kind of my
Okay,
minister.
wait, Kuda, who calls the men who sleep around in Japisi? We've got ED with more than 50 children. Who talks about that? We've got a lot of men. We've got Acie here who even speaks out boldly that he's a womanizer. So why do you have to call another woman who's actually trying to make a difference and trying to run for political office a Japisi? I mean, that's wrong.
Okay, hold on, guys. Let me help the conversation. Okay, we're analyzing what is happening in the European primaries, not who is which woman or who is what in Japis.
Anyway, Acie in Japis.
Let's keep it focused. Linda, tell me. Okay, so you look at what's happening in ZANU-PF, and it's so easy for political parties to throw stones at what's happening in ZANU-PF because they haven't gone through their own primary elections yet. But I think there's a real underlying issue I want to ask you of here, which is the cause of everything happening in ZANU-PF is it's a contest of people who believe either they are sacrosanct, anointed to lead, or they should lead, or the people should love them anyway. How do we deal with this handicap where you politicians almost you are forcing yourselves onto the people? You're experiencing this in your own party where there is whichever faction it is in your party is forcing itself in the people. How are we dealing with this issue of Kuda?
Okay, thank you for that question, Acie. I think that is one of the other main reasons why I decided to join Dr. Kuda.
Right.
Because we've got a clear a template on candidate selection.
Okay.
We've got a clear template that we're not going to be subscribing to politics of patronage. We're going to be looking for quality leaders. We're going to be chosen by the people in their wards, in their constituencies.
So you're going to go to 210 constituencies?
Yes, we are. We're actually in the process of doing that. Because, you see, if we don't understand the underlying problems in Zimbabwe, we're not doing justice to ourselves, for posterity, and for future generations to come. The biggest problem we have had in this country is politics of loyalty, politics of patronage. And when we go back to the question that you've asked about ZANU-PF, there is nothing new about the chaos and the disorderly conduct that's there. That has been the branding. Wait, Acie. That has been ZANU-PF's brand. The only thing that has changed is that the G40 that had a bit of order in the chaosness is no longer there. There was actually I think Chiwenga and Mnangagwa actually thought that by removing 4 individuals, they had gotten rid of G40. Right. But G40 is a system. We all know that. That is why now they are failing even to have orderly conduct of things.
I mean,
right.
that's very rich coming from an MDC Tokozari Kuda. I mean, that is so rich that for you to even speak the word conduct, I mean, it's very rich. But let me ask this. ZANU-PF has a history of behaving this way, you say. MDC does not have a history of behaving this way, you say. So maybe Moya was ZANU-PF wahakira manje by MDC because lately, Linda, MDC is behaving see, I would almost want to say like ZANU-PF, but I feel like ZANU-PF is my level. So I don't know if I can get you to that level yet. But MDC is behaving more disorganized than we have ever seen you.
Which MDC are you talking about?
Oh, you see, that's the problem.
Oh, right, sorry, because there's a lot.
Because
there's a lot,
from my
right?
side, from Dr. Cooper's side, to say that we're disorganized is an understatement.
You are organized.
We are organized.
Right.
We have refused to be an isophomic mimicry of ZANU-PF. We have refused to be a violent party. We have actually ensured that we are going to abide to Section 56 of the Constitution, which speaks to gender equality. And you're going to see that after we're done with our candidate selection, after we're done with our primaries where we are not going to have efficient consensus building, we are actually going to ensure that there is proper order and proper primary elections where principles of fairness and justice are actually upheld.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead, brother.
Do you think the chaos in the other MDCs, because the chaos is not in MDC Coupe, it's only in other MDCs, does this benefit ZANU-PF or does this benefit the MDC? Who wins out of the chaos
Well,
happening?
look, let me tell you who loses, my brother. It's the people of Zimbabwe lose. You see, for a functioning democracy to run and run effectively, it needs an effective, functioning democratic opposition party. You know, it's almost as if we wish that the opposition got together, spoke, put aside their differences and actually gave a united opposition front, so we can actually have policy, so we can actually have a shadow minister of finance, a shadow minister of health, you know, so we can actually start having policy arguments rather than this personality nonsense that we're bogged down with now as young Zimbabweans. I think it's where nobody wins. I think the Zimbabwean population is the one that is losing, brother.
Linda, I say you are, as MDC, Thokozani Kupe's MDC, you are literally ZANU-PF's campaign managers, because everything you are doing is causing ZANU-PF. You're actually ZANU-PF surviving card. ZANU-PF is surviving because opposition is in complete chaos. MDC Thokozani Kupe, today I read a statement from Obet Gutru saying there is no chance that MDC Kupe is going to get into a conversation with MDC Chamisa, let alone the other MDCs, on how you're going to work together. So you've drawn the line that you are not going to work together. This works to ZANU-PF's advantage. I'm trying to understand. Kuda muziere amunzwisisere, or you want ZANU-PF to actually win?
At least you said Obed Gutu. You didn't say the national spokesperson of the MDCT.
Right.
Because I am the official person who speaks to the official position of the party.
This is fantastic.
Exactly.
Because your vice president said one thing and the spokesperson is about to say
He's about to
another.
contradict him. Go ahead.
I hope we're recording.
What
We are recording.
I'm basically saying
Yes.
here is we haven't gotten to a stage where we have sitting down and actually said, who are we going to talk to about coalitions? Are we running it alone and everything else? So
Okay.
you're basing that from a tweet, and I'm not going to comment about a tweet.
I'm basing it from a statement.
From your vice
Just
president.
because it came out on Twitter doesn't mean it's not a statement. Twitter is a platform. I am basing it on a statement by the vice president of your party. Kategoti Kari said.
And I am also stating that with good authority that the official position on what we are going to do as a party will actually come out as a statement by the national spokesperson of the party who speaks to the position of the party.
Would you go into a coalition with ZANU-PF?
Never.
You see, this is my problem, Acie. Yeah? If you can see the South Koreans and North Koreans holding hands on the demilitarized zone in a country where millions died fighting that war, we have these broad lines of I will never speak to anybody else. I think that is the sad thing about Zimbabwean politics, that crazy polarization.
Well, okay, so Linda says she will never go into a coalition with ZANU-PF. So I'm guessing you agreed this is at your Congress? I mean, where did that position come from? Is that you as the spokesperson? I mean, is that an official position from the party? You're kind of already in coalition with ZANU-PF, by the way, but please go ahead.
What kind of coalition?
Well, you're the
Coalition whereby you are helping, you are keeping ZANU-PF stable.
No, what you're trying to say here is you're trying to put words into my mouth.
No.
I am saying the words that came out of
AC.
your mouth.
No, AC, hold on. We are a party that is defending constitutionalism, that is defending labor rights, labor justice, social justice. And that is what we're standing for.
May I pick up the Constitution quickly?
Wait.
It's important we pick up the Constitution, my sister. You know I love you a lot. Huh? Constitutionally speaking, you're supposed to be in the MDCT for 5 years before you're anointed as, did I say anointed? Sorry, appointed as the spokesperson. How did that happen?
Congress elects leaders.
Right.
Right.
Congress is the supreme decision-making body at any party, wherever it is in the world. So Congress made their decisions. They nominated and elected Linda Masarira as the spokesperson.
Despite the party constitution. So is it not then crazy to then talk about party constitutionalism categorically?
For me right now, I can't even speak about what happened in the closed session of the Congress because I was not a part of it. But
So you don't know how unconstitutional you elected?
There are things that happened in there that I'm not yet privy to talk about right now, because this is a case that is still in the courts of law in Zimbabwe, and I cannot be speaking about it on a radio program, and we have to respect that.
I think you just copped out, my sister. I thought this was the no spin zone, Acie.
You know what I think? I think politicians in this country, and we're gonna take a little break and we'll deal with this. I think politicians in this country take advantage of people. They take advantage of people's ignorance, people's stupidity, people's lack of knowledge in order for personal gain. And I'm going to, as soon as we come back, I want you to tell me that this is not true and tell me how. And I think politicians will say anything, they will do anything for the supreme gain of power. And this is what we're seeing. I mean, Themba Mliswa will on one hand say, I am ZANU-PF campaigner in Noton. On another hand, say I am not
ZANU-PF.
I don't know to demonstrate Zungu. Regular is a within the Zungu, but as long as Zungu Rangu something, you know it. You will have again Nelson Chamisa will come out and you will say, I am the leader of MDC for the purpose of pushing their agenda as a group. Likewise, Thokozani Kupe. Mchangwa today shocked me. I mean, Mchangwa,
my God,
a letter on a national letterhead.
My God,
write a letter to a political party saying Mandibiri Randaroa Nezugurezho Usiku.
And I refuse to accept.
I refuse to accept. So I want to talk about, do politicians in this country actually, are you just taking this country for a ride? Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Oh. Water. Take a young.
Just sorry. Please hurry, Linda.
People are watching. Listen, are you guys happy? We're streaming live. We're live on ZiFM. Are we live on ZiFM?
Yeah.
We're live on ZiFM. If you want to hear the stream properly on the radio station. We're talking to Linda Masarira. This is the no spin zone. We're not afraid on this. Ready. We're ready to go. Let's go.
My station, your station.
Right, so let me.
Okay, wait, I haven't started. I'm waiting for it to come back in.
Oh.
Until
Linda, hurry up.
the philosophy
Hurry up.
which only one race superior and another.
This is the no spin zone. Zimbabwe is getting interesting. They're allowing us on radio now, guys. Wow.
Okay, so
She's back.
Okay, so you're going to the Constitution.
Yeah.
You're going to the primaries, and you're going into what the electorate wants that they're not addressing. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Acie Lumumba. You're listening to ZiFM Stereo. These are the Lumumba Files. I have in the studio with me the spokesperson of MDC, Thokozani Kupe led, and I have in the studio with me Begotten Son, the host of the Tea Party. I just asked a question before we took a break, and the question was, are politicians in this country just taking the people of this country on a ride? Saka maZimbabwean arungoendeswa chero kwangonzi hande even pasina kwatiri kuenda kusina end. And I am giving Linda the opportunity to respond as the spokesperson of MDC Kupe. Linda, please.
I will speak for my party. We are not taking people for a ride. We are actually committed to ensuring sustainable human development. And we want to go back to the fundamentals of ensuring that every Zimbabwean has got equal opportunities to everything in this country. For a very long time, we've had politicians selling a dummy to the electorate. People are told things, fantasies, during the election time period. There are a lot of manifestos which are actually laid out, but they're never implemented. We have had policies which have never been implemented in this country. But we are saying we cannot continue taking people for a ride. And then there comes that question where people always ask me, why did you dump Chamisa at the last minute? And I've always responded and said, if it's you, Acie, you've got your girlfriend, you've engaged, And then you realize maybe 2 nights before your wedding date that your girlfriend is actually sleeping with your best friend. Would you continue with the marriage? So people have to understand that there are a lot of...
So Chamisa was your boyfriend?
I didn't say Chamisa
Oh,
was my
you were his
boyfriend. It's an example. It's an example,
right, I'm
Acie.
sorry. Okay. Just want
Chamisa is my
just want the
brother.
listeners to be clear.
Nelson Chamisa is my brother. No, it's an example that I was giving to show that there are some decisions that have to be made.
Okay.
Even if you had made a prior commitment. So what I'm basically saying is we don't have to hate each other because we've got different political ideologies or different political preferences. And we all have to find our ways to actually ensure that the people of Zimbabwe are safe.
But how does a person know?
Wait, Acie. So what I'm basically saying is, I have the freedom of assembly and association, and it is wrong for people to be very judgmental in a democratic state. What we've been trying to fight for in Zimbabwe since 2000, the legacy that the late Dr. Morgan Richard Ruchangirai left was the democratization agenda. And that is what we are still fighting for in 2018.
That's fantastic, Linda, except that's not the question. And I'm glad you got a chance to explain it because I'm sure there's some people who wanted you to answer the question you've asked yourself. The question was, taking the people of this country on a ride. If I am a Zimbabwean voter and I am an 18-year-old young man who's just finished my high school, about to go to university, how do I look at MDC Thokozani Kope-led and say you are not taking me for a ride? What's the litmus test to this? And I'll tell you, let me put it in context. ZANU-PF tomorrow launches its manifesto, okay? And I'm sure the manifesto is going to have excellent ideas on how we should move this country forward. I'm sure you're going to launch a manifesto with excellent ideas on how to move this country forward. But there is absolutely no consequence to you not doing it when you don't do it. ZANU-PF has been in power, yes. There's no consequence